My girlfriend's in Fort Lauderdale right now for spring break, and she hasn't answered me in 6 hours. Am I cooked?
Yes, you're cooked. You're done. She's getting ran through. Walk away in the relationship.
I'm 39 years old, so I'm over 25 and I hit the wall already. I'm educated. I'm masculine. I'm a strong black woman who don't need no man, right? I'm literally all of these things. I'm not having anybody's baby. I'm not finna be somebody's wife, aka slave, right? I'm not finna clock out of my job and then come home to a second job of being a wife and a mother.
At least she's admitting it. There's a lot of women out there who have this mindset. They're like, man, I don't want to be no wife. That taking care of a man and supporting the man and being a man's helpmate is a slave. Stay away from these type of women. The only thing that's in their future is their little job, girls' trips, box wine, and cat food.
Let's talk about corny men and not corny men, okay? Leave these bad boys alone. You don't want them. They might be fun when you're young. They don't work. They want to party all the time. They want to do drugs. They want to smoke. They want to hustle. Leave them alone. This is the year to get a corny man, okay?
Guys, after a woman's been ran through and pounded out, after she's gotten her back blown up by loads of guys, now she wants a good guy. Listen, you're not a corny man. You're not a lame. You're not a loser or weird because you work a 9 to 5, because you dot all your I's and you cross all your T's and you're going somewhere in life. Don't let these women get you all frustrated, say, man, I can't get the women because I got a job. No, these women are backwards. They want to live it up. They want to have all these hot girl summers and sleep around. And then when they're tired of not getting commitment from the guys that they like, see, that's what they're not telling you. The guys that they really want and they really desire, their type, those guys are not committing to them. They're not taking them on dates. So these women are like, okay, get that guy that's in the friend zone, that corny guy, that guy that you overlook, the guy that you put on the shelf and you rejected. Go back and get him. But then it's too late. A lot of these men are waking up. Don't settle for these women. And look like she's about 40 years old at least.
Okay, we're moving on. That's the new groove. If you corny, you are for me. Russell Wilson, think like that. You want a man that want to go to school, want to study, want to have a steady job. Because let me tell you something, okay? You're going to look up in that corny dude who was working a 9 to 5, going to school and all that stuff. You're going to look up and 10 years later, he going to own the store. He going to own the McDonald's. He going to have his doctor's degree. He going to have whatever else. And you done passed up on him when you was young and fine and kidless, playing with the hustlers. Okay? And he going to be married to somebody else looking at you crazy like, no, he don't want you.
You need to stop getting the ick for the nice guy, okay? The guy that you should be getting the ick for is the guy who disrespects you, doesn't know how to communicate, can't text back, flakes on plans, doesn't show up, you can't rely on. Like, that is not it, okay? The nice guy who you used to get the ick for, turns out they're actually fucking great.
See, this is what you guys got to understand. If a woman does not find you attractive, if you don't get her wet, there's nothing you can do that's going to turn that around. So if you're not her type, you might have a mansion. You might drive a nice car. You might have 5 master's degrees. You might own your own business. If you're not her type physically, she's going to be like, I don't want you. She's going to throw you in a friend zone, or she'll use you for attention and money. But the dude that she really likes, he can sleep in a cardboard box. That dude can sleep on somebody else's couch. He don't have to have a job. He don't have to have a car. Those women will want those dudes. Those women will give those dudes everything. Matter of fact, those women will pay those dudes and get those dudes money. They tax money and all that stuff like that. Guys, this ick stuff, it's only for dudes who women don't really like sexually. That's what it is. You can have nothing. You can have one arm. If she finds you attractive, none of that matters. She won't have any of these crazy standards.
They are great. They make you feel safe. They make you feel secure. They know how to communicate.
In what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labor.
A very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
I'm interested in people being able to have different choices and having equality of outcome.
Aha, well, so you're going to have choices and equality of outcome.
Men and women are basically alike in terms of personality, in terms of cognitive ability, in terms of leadership.
Men and women are broadly similar with regards to aggression, although men tilt.
In terms of personality and leadership, we are the exact opposite. If women are similar to men, why don't they start approaching us? Because they don't want to. Women want to be with guys who are confident. Women are not really confident. Women want to be with guys who are taller. Women want to be with guys who are stronger, who make more money, who are more ambitious, who are funny. Women are not funny like that. It's like these women, they want to be men so bad. They want to compete instead of just saying, you know what? I understand my value as a woman and what I bring to this man's life. And I understand what type of value he brings to my life. Let me just be a helpmate. Let me be the woman that he wants. These women keep trying to butt heads with men and keep this narrative going that, oh, we're equal. We're just not equal. And it will never happen. It will never be like that because nature didn't intend for it to be like that. They try to rewrite everything in the past 30 to 40 years. And yeah, we want equality. No, then go be a bricklayer. Then go be a plumber. Then go get on that roof. Be a construction worker. If you want to be equal. See, what the issue is, these women want to get paid the same as men for doing these little small jobs, for doing basically nothing.
A little bit more towards aggression, so that if you picked a random person out of the population, male and female, and you guessed that the male was more aggressive, you'd be right 60% of the time. But if you take the 1 in 100 most aggressive people, they're all male. And that's why the overwhelming proportion of people who are in prisons are male. Do you want to equalize that? Just out of curiosity? What about bricklayers? They're 99% male. And men work longer hours. They work more dangerous jobs. They're more likely to move. They're more likely to work outside. They're more likely to participate in jobs in the STEM fields that are scalable. They make more money for those reasons. And that's all hidden under the idea that the reason that men and women make different amounts of money is because of their gender.
Weather outside is humid. She turn up her location, she must think I'm stupid. She wanna run the street, so let her ho, let her ho, let her ho. She doesn't show signs of stopping, so who am I to be cock blocking? I really hate to see you go. Let her ho, let